Hi, this is Jaya. In this video, in travel writing, we shall see the summary of The Great Hedge of India by Roy Moxham. Roy embarks on a captivating exploration of a forgotten piece of colonial history that reveals the lengths to which the British Empire went to maintain control over its territories. The journey begins with Maxim's encounter with a fleeting reference to an enormous hedge spanning over 2,500 miles across India, constructed to enforce the British salt tax. This odd mention signals Moxham, filling him with a sense of wonder and prompting him to learn about the origin of the strange and apparently impossible construction. The British absolutes who controlled the colonial government understood the omnipresence of salt in people's lives and therefore their dependence on it, especially in a country where people sweated a lot and lost a lot of salt. So, by putting a heavy tax on salt, the British made the easiest commodity for a human being to live into a money earning commodity. The salt tax in British India affected the lower class people of society who could not afford even the banned salt and caused terrible salt hunger and many health problems. Moxham describes how this cruel and abusive tax became one of the tools of colonial domination and how antagonism and discontent grew in the hearts of the people of India because of it. To effect the collection of salt taxes imposed by the British, a number of checkpoints were created, which later developed into a great hedge. The thorny structure created for thickly sown indigenous plants acted as subordinate British power over the management of resources and commerce. Moxham's passion for exhausting scrutiny of every detail facilitates a voyage to archival maps and documents, which in turn helps to trace the hedge in the geography of northern India. While he uncovers bureaucratic paper trails concerning its making and upkeep, readers understand not only the colonial ideology but also the barriers it faced in implementing its systems. Still, Moxham's excursion leads him to such places as Agra, a significant center for the salt trade, where he finds the extensively quoted historical legacy of the city. Here, he struggles with locating the edge waste, for most of it has either been assimilated into the city or lost to history. His journeys take him through different terrains where, contrary to the densifying urbanization, he awaits the return of familiar tamarind trees and the silent historians of the hedge. Enduring and long standing are the emotions of these trees, which bear colonial infrastructure's lasting effect on both the territory and its inhabitants. In an assessment of the Chambal region, notorious for its extreme geography as well as its history, Moxham draws attention to the geographic barriers which the British had to overcome in order to extend the salt tax. This alien environment encouraged rebellion as the indigenous population managed to adapt to the colonial excuses. Moxham's thoughts on this region also bring to light the fragility of the colonizers' rule as well as the resilience of the oppressed people who were always fighting back. The Great Hedge ultimately comes to symbolize both subjugation and defiance. While the purpose of the hedge was to impose British taxation policy, it went on to unite and incite dissatisfaction from its intended subjects. Moxham links this hedge back to the greater picture of Indian independence and, in particular, its connection to Mahatma Gandhi's Salt March, which was the first act of civil disobedience against British colonization. Moxham's journey paints the picture of colonialism, its repercussions on humanity, and the strength of the people who were subjected to such rule. The Great Hedge of India is a history book, but it is also a bitter reminder of the presentism and the victory of the people within their right to freedom and justice. Moxham's intricate storytelling goes further beyond the visible beauty in landscapes and uncovers the historical depth that lies beneath it, linking the past with the present in a simple but deep discussion of identity, struggle, and memory. Here ends the summary. If you have anything more to add on to what I've said, please write it in the comment box. Like the video, share it with your friends, and if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe and support. Thank you.